Welcome to Campus, the Eurosport magazine show dedicated to the world of university sports. This month we meet Ivan Pedroso, university-turned-world and Olympic long jump champion. We'll be recapping on the latest World Championships in individual university sports, starting with the World Championships of Futsal in Braga, northern Portugal. We'll be in Kazan, venue for next year's Universiade, and see how the city is preparing with test events like last month's University Shooting Championships. And we'll relive the exciting finales to the World University Championships of Handball in Brazil, and the Wrestling Worlds in Finland, all on campus. Today, our special guest and Universiade hero is Cuban long jumper Ivan Pedroso. We met Ivan in Paris at the National Institute of Physical Education and Sports, where he's now a coach. We talked with him about his successful career and his golden year, 1997. In '97, Ivan won his second World Championship title in Athens, and just 2 weeks later, he participated in the Universiade in Sicily. I finished the World Championships and I won the gold medal. Then my federation asked me to compete at the Universiade. I was really pleased and I accepted. To win another title in a sporting career is always a positive, and it was a very good experience for me. The Universiade title is not as important as the Olympics or the World Championships, but from a personal point of view, as a representative of the university from my country, it was a nice accolade. And I think all athletes need to do it one time in your life. Universiade 1997 was hosted by the city of Catania in Sicily. Ivan Pedroso faced some athletes he'd already come up against at the Worlds, like the Jamaican James Beckford and Gregor Shankar. I remember almost all of my competitions since I began to win in Toronto in 1993. It was a competition where I won the gold medal after the last jump. Beckford thought he'd won after 8.35, and I made 8.40 on my last jump, and I took the gold medal. Even succeeded famous long jumpers in the history of the Universiade like Mike Powell, Jamie Jefferson and Kareem Street-Thompson. It's a competition like no other. It looks like the Olympic Games. Of course, it isn't at the same level. But at Universiades, you meet a lot of athletes. Some athletes like me, they like this. There's a lot of contact and exchange with other athletes in other universities. And it's something very pleasant. Ivan discovered his future vocation for coaching during his studies back home in Havana. My last year at high school, before I went off to university, for me was very important in that I knew I wanted to teach other athletes, especially those who were training with me. So I always try to focus on that goal ultimately. I graduated in 1996. I studied at the Institute of Physical Culture in Cuba with a goal that when I finished my sporting career, I wanted to take up coaching duties and try and train other athletes. Well, more than any other athlete, Ivan brought success to Cuba during a wildly successful 10-year period. Universiades, like other competitions, were essential to this success. I think that a country like my country wants to aim for the podium in every competition. Universiades, indoor championships, world championships and Olympics. The important thing is to build the country up, demonstrate our power in sport. For me, it was paying something back, because they gave to me a lot when I was a graduate at university. And I wanted to represent the university in the World University Games. Ivan was keen on revenge after a disappointing 1996. He only finished 12th at the Atlanta injury after an injury and let the Olympic title go to Carl Lewis. 1996 was tragic for me. In training, I jumped around 890. I got an injury. It was the most important obstacle in my sporting career because in 1996 it was the year that everyone and myself were expecting very good jumps. But I took a lot of strength from it. Even if it's common for an athlete to be injured, I was thinking, well, that's the end for me. But in these moments, you're always able to reach out and find a hand of support from your coach or your country, even your family. And this really built me up again. It made me feel good again. It made me want to achieve my very best and to continue to give pride and victory to my country, for myself. And I did it. Another memory which brings mixed feelings for Ivan was the meeting at Sestriere in France in 1993. That day he beat the world record with an 8.96, but it was cancelled afterwards because of aid from the wind. In 1993, Ivan jumped further than 9.10 during a competition. He was out of the start box. It was a disqualified jump. Well, that was a crazy day for me. It was a very windy day. The jump was a null, but it was 9 meters plus. Everybody could see that this jump was a real surprise, even myself. Of course, technically, it's one of the best jumps of my career. The summit would come later in 2000 at the Sydney Olympics. Australian Jai Taurima was leading the competition before Ivan's last jump. This was the most important of all. This was the only title I was missing. It was my last jump. And I wanted to give it all to win the title. The best moment of your career? Well, it was the most important title in my career, dedicated to my mother, who died the same year, some months earlier. For me, it was the absolute pinnacle of my career. Ivan Pedroso, a Universiade champion turned Olympic and world champion. Many others will be looking to emulate that, starting with Kazan at next year's Universiade. The Universiade flame continues its worldwide cruise aboard the ship Sadov, reaching the shores of Peru on October 23rd. By the time the ship had approached the port of Callao, it had already travelled 15,000 out of the planned voyage of 45,000 miles, 1/3 of its round-the-world trip. The boat left St. Petersburg in May and will reach Vladivostok in January 2013. 60 countries have already expressed readiness to compete at the 2013 Summer Universiade in Kazan. 205 countries received invitations for what will be the largest international university sport competition in history. The Russian team in artistic gymnastics will be led by Aliya Mustafina, gold medalist in London. The 27th Summer Universiade will call on all sporting facilities in the Volga region as Games competition venues. The Kazan Executive Directorate reported that the city of Kazan is ready and willing to go. The 13th World University Championships in futsal took place in Braga, in Portugal. 14 men's teams were involved here and 5 women's teams. In the women's event, Brazil won all their matches, finished top ahead of Spain and Portugal. In the men's, Portugal, Russia, Ukraine, and the surprise package Thailand made it through to the semi-finals. Ukraine beat the home team Portugal 1-0, and Russia thrashed the Thais 8-1 and reached the final again 2 years after losing in Novi Sad at the hands of the Brazilians. In 2010, the men's team from Brazil won the title of World University Futsal Champions in Novi Sad in Serbia, defeating Russia 3-2. It was an opportunity for Russia to touch the gold medal after the big disappointment of the previous Universiade. Curiously, both teams were opponents in a final 14 years ago, when the World University Championships in futsal was hosted by Portugal on the one and only previous occasion. Ukraine started the match strongly, with Klochko and Zerba influential. Zerba, the scorer of 5 goals during the tournament. Klochko intercepting a crucial pass through to Sidi, and that was the Ukrainians into the lead. Russia tried everything. They replaced their goalkeeper with an outfield player for the last few moments. But Ukraine were resolute. Ukraine were able to secure the gold medal. Tight final this. Congratulations to Ukraine, World University Futsal Champions. They'll be looking to defend their title in 2014 in Malaga, in Spain. Innsbruck in Austria was the venue for the Winter Universiade in 2005. It was the first time that women's ski jumping was included in the programme. And winter sports fans would discover a young and supremely talented athlete, 22-year-old Austrian Daniela Erachko. Big victory in this competition. 241. Her jump ahead of Slovenia Monika Pogledic, the local hero, and won the goal.
It's a special day for me because it's my home Universiade here in Innsbruck, because I studied there.
Daniela will go on to win the title in 2007 in Torino. In 2009 at Liberec, women's ski jumping was included in the World Championship event roster for the first time. Daniela would only reach 4th place, but in 2011 she became world champion finally in Holmenkollen, 6 years after starting out on the long road to success in Innsbruck. Daniela Erachko, a queen of the slope in ski jumping, another champion, world champion, who started out with a gold medal at the Universiade. Last month saw the World University Shooting Championships take place at the Sviaga shotgun range in Kazan, the venue for the equivalent events at next year's Universiades. This operating as something of a test event. Competition would see the crowning of Italy, who finished top of the medal table. In the women's individual trap, Silvana Stanko progressed into the final with the best result. 68 points after 3 stages of the qualification. Anastasia Davidova of Kazakhstan qualified in second place. Russian shooter Tatiana Barsuk finished third. Silvana Stanko of Italy managed to hold her nerve and secured a well-deserved victory. She missed just 4 shots. Top result amongst the finalists and enough for the gold medal. In the men's individual trap, Brian Burrows of the United States was the leader after day one. Again, it would be a positive outcome for Italy. Valerio Grazzini eventually topped the podium after missing just 2 shots on day 2. From Cyprus, Andreas Makri finished third. In the women's individual skeet, Albina Shakirova took the lead at the end of day 1 with a total of 68. She would hold on to the advantage. 1 shot better in the final shake-up than Poland's Agnieszka Sieradzka and Slovakia's Danka Bartikova. Gold for Russia in the women's individual ski with Albina Shakirova. In the final of the men's ski, Marco Sablone's total score was impressive. Managed 123, missing just 2 shots in one of the 5 stages of the qualification round. Thomas Nerdelay hit 120. Next up came Anton Ashtakov and Jakub Tomaszek with 119 and 118 respectively. Italy, top of the podium here. And likewise in the men's double individual trap, Antonio Badia missed just 3 shots in the final. Was consistent the whole way through. Got him to the top of the podium. Final score of 191. Mikhail Lebo from Russia finished second on 187. Another Italian, Alessandro Chianesi, completed the podium. Terrific performance from the Italians. Winners in the women's individual trap, the men's individual trap, men's individual ski, and the men's double trap. The city of Blumenau in southern Brazil hosted the World University Handball Championship from June 21st to July the 1st. Teams from Turkey, Czech Republic, Korea, Nigeria, Poland, Algeria, France, Romania, Chile, the United States and Kuwait fought for the title, with of course the local Brazilian favourites. It would be Brazil who faced the Czech Republic in the semi-finals. The Czechs though produced an upset. 36-30. They ran out winners. Second semi-final was between Poland and Portugal. A surprise here, and the Poles were the favourites. Didn't end as expected, with a Portuguese victory, 27-26. So Brazil and Poland played for the bronze. There will be defeat again for Brazil. The 15-point difference in this one. 41-26 the final score. Poland, not Brazil, would win a bronze medal. There'll be a repeat fixture in the men's bronze medal match. This time, the Brazilians came good. 33-29 it ended. The Romanian women began their gold medal game with great determination and willingness to take on tough-looking Czech opponents. Czechs proved their mastery, ending up 32-18 winners. Iveta Luzamova scored 5 and was named player of the tournament. The men's final rounded off this World University Handball Championships. The Czech Republic against Portugal, and not the local heroes from Brazil. It will be the Czechs who prevailed here. 34-24 it ended. From Portugal, Tiago Pereira was named player of the competition. But it will be a gold medal for the Czech Republic. 34-24 winners over Portugal in the men's final. On October the 2nd, Cortana in Finland became a theatre seed, really. The 10th World University Wrestling Championships at the Cortana Arena here, the 55 kilogram category. Irina Husiak of the Ukraine ended up taking the gold medal, leaving Maria Isanu with the silver. In the 55 kilogram lightweight category, Max Nari of the United States succeeded in making his way into the gold medal showdown. Nari was matched against Dmitry Vrichak of Belarus. The American managed to pull the gut-wrench move in the final seconds and won the first period. Nari defended his first period point and won the gold medal. The 59 kilogram class for women, Amanda Gerhardt from Canada and Yurika Ito from Japan met in the gold medal match. Gerhardt won the first period in the very last second, but the Japanese didn't give up. Third period, Ito was leading with 2 points, managed to hold the leading position until the end. And the Japanese won the gold medal. In the under 60 kilogram category, the Moldovan Dionion Islamov fought his way into the gold medal match against Mikhail Trash of Poland. Islamov managed to squeeze a victory from the first period. Second period was without points, but it was the Moldovan who won the gold medal. In the under 66 kilogram category for the men, Hungarian István Kozák and Turkey's Mevlut Adik came out on top. They met in the final. The Hungarian finished strong and took the gold medal. Competing in the highest category, 74 kilogram, the Iranian Hadi Alizdafornia came into the tournament, boasting the 2012 Asian Senior Wrestling Championship title. An intense affair from the start. The Iranian would beat Laszlo Szabo to win the gold medal. Let's take a look at the FISU calendar over the coming months. All this in the build-up, of course, to the Universiade next summer. World University Weightlifting Championships in badminton too, and speed skating. Confirmation of the final competitions next year. Well, next month we'll meet the FISU Athlete of the Year, Olympic and World Champion Nelson Evora. We'll also have some action from the World University Championships in beach volleyball, badminton in Gwangju, and weightlifting in Eilat. We'll also be updating you on the FISU calendar in the run-up to the Summer Universiade in Kazan next year and the Winter Universiade in Trentino, Italy. For now, that's all from campus.